Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Dobbs. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Hart. It's complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nevada!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ramos. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Davis will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Nevada way behind the sticks on this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Slithers into space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being
He'll take a shot. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Hart. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Hart. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hart. Pocket breaking down. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And his first throw here.
Getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They punted away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Foley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Brown will throw it. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they...
Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Ramos. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Hart. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Golden Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Davis will throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Got it in the middle, it's right. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll ride his man on the option. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Foley. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Nevada offense really has it going. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Ramos. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ready, break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen.
Oh, he's got some space. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Number 0.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
14.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They're dealing with a second and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee.